Hi, this is Mrs. Fleming, and I'm back for the second day for drawing conclusions and making inferences. I'm going to begin my screen sharing now so that we can go ahead and get started. You will need a copy of the drawing conclusions sheet that's linked on the lesson page, and then you'll also need access to the video that we're going to be watching. So today's lesson, our learning target is that I can draw conclusions from a short documentary. So as a reminder, we need to look at some vocabulary so that we know what conclusions means and what the difference between implicit and explicit information is. So when I draw conclusions, I want to think about a math problem. A detail plus a detail plus a detail helps me make my own conclusion. This typically is a new idea that's created through multiple points of the text. Explicit information is something that's directly stated in the text, and I can go back to the text and find a right there situation where the author has mentioned a topic or a detail explicitly. An implicit detail is one that's implied or hinted at, and it is not directly stated. All good readers set a purpose for either reading or for watching. So before you start watching the video, I want you to think about these 4 questions. So, what conclusions can be drawn about elephants' intelligence? Why would humans use elephants to help do work? What facts would you select to show that elephants show affection? And what facts justify the conclusion that elephants should be protected? I want you to be able to think about these questions while you're watching the video and either jot down answers as you're watching or come back to them so that we can review these at the end. Pause this video now so that you can watch the short documentary from the National Geographic about Elephants 101. Welcome back. Again, I want you to think about conclusions as the math problem. So what details can I take from the text that tells me a new piece of information? Again, I ask you to think about 4 questions while you were watching. So what conclusions can be drawn about the elephant's intelligence? Well, the first thing is that they're very, very intelligent because they can identify themselves and remember things for long periods of time. I took that part from the video where the elephant had an X on its forehead and then was showing migration and moving back to a watering hole. Why are elephants used? Well, I think that elephants are used because they're strong, they're large, and they carry a lot of weight, and they're intelligent. And there were multiple points of the video that showed this as far as elephants being used to help carry things. The elephant showed its intelligence because it can show its own marker and that they recognize one another. The answer to the third question is that elephants remain in pods and they curl their trunks around one another, and that's how they show affection. And again, there were multiple points of the video that helped me come up with that answer. And then lastly, elephant populations are endangered. This came explicitly from the very end of the video. And as I was watching the video, there aren't very many other species that can do what elephants can do. Not many other species have trunks. There's not a lot of other species that have the memories that elephants have. And there are a lot of other species that don't have the connections that elephants have to other elephants. And so for these reasons, I drew the conclusion that that's why that they should be protected. That's it for today. I'm really proud of you. Drawing conclusions can be really challenging. Tomorrow, we're going to practice making inferences while watching a short video.